Hi, I'm Chris Collins. I'm President and Artistic Director of the Detroit Jazz Festival Foundation, and you are here in the Gretchen C Valade Jazz Center. What do you think? Pretty special stuff. This is our first time back doing a live show in a long time. Our regular season starts in January, where we'll be here up to 2 days of 2 weeks of each month, doing Jazz from the Cellar and Jazz After Hours, where we have a really great pro house band, and as we say, after hours, you never know who's going to show up. We have different cats showing up to play and having a good time. And we also have our Jazz Chat Live, which is our interviews and panel discussions with great artists from around Detroit and around the world. The most recent was with our aspiring artists. Those have come up through our youth programs and have gone on to make a name for themselves in jazz, and we got a great insight into the process of that happening from Detroit Public Schools all the way up. It's been really a joy. But tonight's special because we are coming into this wonderful holiday season, and we thought we'd get a good friend and a legendary cat with legendary cats and aspiring cats in the band, which is a beautiful thing to see generations come together in this music. So it will be special for all of you. And just for those of you who are watching online, everything we do here at the Gretchen C Valade Jazz Center, Jazz from Cellar After Hours, it's all free, and it's Mondays starting at 5:30, twice a month. You can go to DetroitJazzFest.org for the full schedule, but you can be in the live audience. If you're in Detroit, you want to come on down, doors open a half hour beforehand, and just like the folks here, you can hear the music live, which is always the best, but we want to make sure it gets out to the world as we do with these programs, which is always very special. So in celebration of that, though, whether you're here or at home, right now at DetroitJazzFest.org, if you're interested in a very interesting last-minute gift and you're like me, you're online at about 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve looking for some great online certificates to give me. But this is very special. We've taken all our VIP ticket experiences, which are donations to keep the Jazz Festival free, the VIP pass, which allows front-up seating, first-class seating, the Lincoln Gardens experience, private bars and whatnot, and also the Guardian experience. And those are being offered at special reduced rates from now through the holiday season until December 31st, and then the prices go up. So it's an opportunity to buy. We have it set up so that you can buy it as a gift and send it to those of your friends and family who might want to come Jazz Fest. You can also go to the Vintage Store at DetroitJazzFest.org, and all of the amazing vintage original posters going back to the beginning of the festival are going to be on sale on and off throughout the holiday season. So it's a great opportunity to buy interesting presents for folks, regardless of what holiday you celebrate. And it's for your jazz friends outside the state. I think it might be something you really enjoy. Lastly, you'll be seeing next week in the typical fashion right after Thanksgiving, our annual end-of-the-year giving. And if you can do something, please do. It's all DetroitJazzFest.org. And I bring this up, unlike so many organizations, we're not asking for money to keep the organization going. If we're asking for funds to keep it free, year-round, all the education programs, all the youth programs, the summer jazz camps, right up to our signature event, Jazz Fest, we keep it free. That was Gretchen Valade's vision, and that's the vision of the current Festival Foundation. And I'll tell you, the option is we just charge 10 or 20 bucks at the door of the festival, and we wouldn't have to ask for a dime to keep the festival alive and well, which is important. But if we can't keep it free, we lose a nearly 50-year tradition. So that's where your donation goes, is directly to that. And by the way, 85 cents of every dollar goes directly to programming, which tells you how hard we work to keep all of our overhead down. That being said, let's get to the music. I'm sure you're ready. And it's a great joy to turn this over to truly one of the legends. He was our legacy artist just a year ago, and he has been someone I have grown up in this town admiring, trying to honor and show my respect, and certainly stealing your stuff. With the marvelous band, I'll leave it to him to introduce the music in the band. They're all dear good friends. Please welcome Mr. Wendell Harrison.
Call that Pojo. Changed up a little bit. And, boy, it's a great sound in here. I love the sound. And I love the people, too. Y'all came out, huh? Short notice. Yeah. We did a little tune entitled, He's the One We All Knew. We opened up with that. And the last tune is called Pojo, a little Jamaican action, featuring Gayelynn McKinney. You know, I've been playing with this young lady for a long time. She always amazes me, you know. I remember when she was born. I was playing with her father, Dr. Harold McKinney, for about 35 years. And he was a monster. We called him the four-handed piano player. So he recorded a lot with Tribe, and I became really fond of Gayelynn. She started out playing saxophone, believe it or not. It took my instrument, you know. And then she started playing drums. She played with Marcus. She played with everybody. Marcus Belgrave, Teddy Harris. She's got the ladies group, the Straight Ahead folks. They're doing it. They've been doing it for a long time. That group has been together, you know. Something's happening. And, man. She sang too. I'm gonna have to record her more. She got a good voice, you know. So that's Gayelynn McKinney on the drums, and yeah. She also teaches a lot too. She's in one of the jazz educators of Detroit, you know. And, you might see her in any one of these schools passing it on. Her sidekick tonight is Mike Abbo, bassist. I was inspired by him because he plays clear. He's a clear bass player, and he plays in tune. He's only 22, like my grandkid. And Jacob, he's kind of like my musical director. We've been playing it together for over 15 years. Jacob Schwandt on the guitar. Yeah. Alma mater from Wayne State. You've been here. In fact, that's how I met him. I don't know. I met him somewhere. Might have been some class or something. You know, time flies. And on the piano, I've been working with this lady for 45 years. You know, we done been through a lot together. 45 years, y'all hear that? 45. Pamela Wise. She recorded. We've been recording and playing all with all kinds of folks, with Eddie Harris, Leon Thomas, all different kinds, Gene Kahn, all kinds of folks, you know. She has her own Latin ensemble, Afro-Latin, and it's really been a pleasure. Something is calling me now. I'd like to play a tune that she wrote. It's called Fly By Night. Yeah. It's on the album. I recorded it twice. It's like a cover tune entitled Fly By Night, but also I recorded, the first time I recorded, it was on my fusion album, Birth of a Fossil. You know who the fossil was? Me. Birth of a Fossil. We did that in 1986, came out in 1986, produced by Duke Billingsley. Yeah. It's a nice sound tonight. No wonder Chris is talking so much. The sound is so good. All right, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with this one. Pamela Wise. Fly by night.
Wendell Harrison. The Wendell Harrison Quintet. Yeah. Right on time. Use that one there. Yeah. Are you well, sir?
Yes, now I am. The music keeps my spirits going. You know, at 83 years old. You know, music keeps me alive. I got to keep playing. I can't let go now. You know.
But the energy that you just displayed, I mean, that's the energy I knew from you 40 years ago, man. It's the same. It's and over those decades, you hear people talking about this new thing and this group, the young group doing this and doing it. That's the stuff you've been doing my whole life, before my whole life, man. You've been in there just pushing the innovation thing to the
Try to
next
be
level.
adventurous. You know, we have a good imagination.
You're doing it with that coat, very adventurous coat,
yeah.
man.
That was like, we teach a lot, you know, like I'm kind of like a jazz educator, and I'm teaching bebop. I came out of bebop, but after a while, you know, you go on your own, you have to do your own thing, you know. And I teach the students just great discipline, bebop. It's great discipline from the masters of Charlie Parker and the Bud Powells and Barry Harris and we can go on and on and on. But eventually, these beautiful students, they have their own voice. You know, people like, I was honored to mentor people like Louis Jones, drummer. He's amazing, a monster. You know, he's got his own voice now. A lot of people, for instance, another one that inspired me, we just did a concert of colors, and I used him on trumpet, Alan Denard. Yeah, he's teaching. Spirit is, you know, he's keeping his spirit. He's got the academics, but the spirit has got him, you know, of this, in terms of this, he's playing himself. I hear Alan now, you know. I used to hear a lot of Freddie Hubbard. I hear Clifford Brown. Now I'm hearing Alan. And there's another guy. No. Wait a minute. Stephanie Grady. Stephen Grady. Man, he played all the low notes on this. He plays saxophone, but he hangs down in the lower register of the saxophone. Most of us go up in the high octaves. You know, we hear artissimo, you know, and we get the sopranos and the clarinets. But he's down there. I think he learned that. I think the baritone saxophone influenced him a lot. You know.
Well, and you and Alan are educators in the new Jazz Infusion, one of our projects in DPS. You've been doing that for a long time. Alan came from that, right? Like Louis Jones. I mean, those guys were junior high when they first got in the programs, and we've been trying to support them along the way. But now Alan's teaching in the same program. He's leading a whole new generation of students. It's such a beautiful thing, and teaching gives so much back. As you're talking about, though, teaching foundation. We talk about bebop language because it is foundational language, right? Not just a style. And then cats can go anywhere they want. And I've always found that part of this city, and really the city's legacy in the music to a great degree is, especially the OGs, man, they want, you got to build a strong foundation so you can innovate on top of it.
It's like a key. The bebop was like the key to the universe of jazz to me. You know, it's the key. They open it. Once you learn the key, once you learn this discipline, call it discipline, it can take you anywhere. You know, it teaches you how to put things together. It teaches you how to phrase. It teaches you how to make sense. Yeah. You know, then you can play avant-garde and make sense. Yes. You know, right. A lot of people that play, they can play their instruments and they try to play avant-garde, and it's a bad experience.
Well, you hear the holes as you do in a foundation if they're not there. I mean, it's real. Hey, you know, before, because I don't want to get back to the music, as I'm sure everyone does here. Let me ask you, first of all, Wendell Harrison, where can people find out about you, your recordings, and what you're doing?
Wow.
You got a
Well,
website?
I came,
Facebook?
I have WendellHarrison.com.
Wendell Harrison. Can you spell it for us, would you, Wendell?
But it's my name.
Yeah, W-E-N.
WENDELLHARR.
Double L's at the end.
Double L.
That's it. So that's where
I'm talking about Harrison now.
Yeah, yeah.
HARRISON.com.
There you go.
.com. You know, don't let me rock off. but I'm playing at a place that's kind of indicative of my growing up. I'm playing at the train station coming up. The Grand Central train station on Michigan Avenue. And we used to go in the 40s. I remember with my parents, I would go down to the train station and catch trains, and she would have people coming in town and stuff as guests, you know, at the train station, and I used to hang out. And then when I moved to New York, Grand Central mimicked that. I mean, you know, it's the same architect, you know. And then Chicago's got the same grand architect, you know. I think we was really blessed in the early 1900s to have these great folks, you know, just dealing with art, you know. You go to California, Philadelphia, even like Cleveland, they had a nice little train station, you know, on a smaller level, you know. But I have a record coming out. We did the Concert of Colors, and I was blessed to do a tribute to Pharoah Sanders. And thank you. And we have a record company out of California that picked up the soundtrack, and it would be out. It's coming out in April of next year. Wendell Harrison plays tribute to Pharoah Sanders at the Concert of Colors. They're doing great stuff in Detroit. Concert of Colors, Ishmael and all the folks. Great stuff. And they're producing all kinds, they're doing the whole gamut of art. They're just really into the art. Some of it's African art, some of it's avant-garde, some of it's bop, blues. They're doing the whole, it's kind of eclectic, you know, got everything. And it's very successful, very successful. Of course, the Jazz Fest is my heart. You know, I've been doing the Jazz Fest for, I don't know how long has it been?
47 years. I bet you were right there at the beginning, man.
I hate to say it. Boy, time really flies.
You were 15
Looks like it was just
when you
yesterday.
started.
The older you get, the time flies. It's like Speedy Gonzalez and stuff. The time just fly. You know, it's just like yesterday. I was playing the jazz festival. I think I started playing the jazz festival in '75, '76. Don Lump.
Don Lump, yeah.
Was and there was. He was an artistic director, and he brought people over from, it was called the Montreux Jazz Festival because he brought people over from Montreux, Switzerland. It was kind of like a jazz exchange. And I remember him being an artistic director. Then Jim Dozo was artistic director. Maybe Greg Bloomfield at one of those times. You think Greg Bloomfield?
People cross through quickly, you know, all going back to Bob McCabe and
Yes!
when and Coleman Young was the mayor, and he got together, man, and they made it happen. Listen, speaking of time flying, though, I don't want to take any more away from music. We can listen to you all day, and please do. I mean, seriously, an encyclopedia of jazz around the world. It's such a joy that you come here. I'm with Pam and everybody. They got the band. Yeah. Lynn here's with us. These are all leaders in their own right. Great souls. So Wendell, I'm going to turn it back over to you. We got time for a few more tunes. And after that, let me play your clarinet? I play my clarinet all the time, man.
Let's do this blues with me.
Maybe so. I got to see if my clarinet is upstairs.
Okay.
If it is, I'll come down and let you know. We'll play a blues together.
Yeah, a little something.
We'll have some fun.
'Cause
Otherwise,
you got a spirit with you. I like it.
well, you know, you and me, every time I play with you, I feel like I'm at home, man. I settle right in. I'm thinking of nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's give it back to our Detroit legacy
Thank you.
artist, Wendell Harrison.
All right. We're going to do Bell Out. Yeah. Okay. Do a tune. You can start it out. 1, 2, 3. Doing a little tune. Oh, there you are. We were looking for you. A little tune that we did on the Dreams of the Love Supreme. It's a place that we acknowledge. It's called Belle Isle. We used to go to Belle Isle in the summertime, and when it would be really hot, and we would hang out on the beach and hang out. We have tents and stuff. Get in the tent, and folks would bring the barbecue chicken. It was something else. And the girls was there, you know, partying. You know, then sometimes you look around and say, she must have been a Belle Isle baby. I mean, they was having a lot of fun. You know what I mean? What a beautiful place, what a beautiful day, Belle Isle. What a wonderful way to spend your day with the one you love, Belle Isle. Children play, the lovers spend the day. You can find a peace of mind. Just cross the bridge. Spend a little time with me. A place to spend some time. A place to ease your mind. Belle Isle. Yeah. A place to spend some time. A place to ease your mind. Belle Isle. You remember? Y'all remember that? Children play, lovers spend the day. You can find a peace of mind. Just cross the bridge. A place to spend some time, a place to ease your mind. A place to spend some time, a place to ease your mind.
That was from the CD Dreams of a Love Supreme?
Yeah, Dreams of the Love Supreme. I did a lot of singing on that one. But it was released in Europe. We did Belle Isle and No Turning Back. I was singing that. And my version of Rocket Love with the help of Mickey Braden, vocalist extraordinary. Let's see. Then I went and opened my eyes. You were my ideal, never with open arms. Now that I found something down, I think it is best we build a little nest. Here's the rest, yes, it's best. Baby, do lay down. Do booba day lay down. Baby, do baby. Baby, do do day ba da. Ba ba da baby ba da ba do day lay down. Baby, da da. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-we-da. Beep-bop, beep-beep-a-dee-boo-wo-dee. Ba-dee-boo-dee, ba-da, beep-ba-ba-ba-da-dee-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-dee-lee-da. so many years, through the years, through the tears, through the years. Then I went and opened my eyes. You were my idea, never with open arms. I think it is best We build a little boat. Here's the rest. Yes, it's bad. Wow!
Wendell Harrison, everyone. Wendell Harrison, give it up.
Thank
Bravo.
you. Thanks for coming out.
And the incredible ensemble. Give it up for these cats. It's the band that makes it. It's about the group. Beautiful. That is the tradition of this town. Wendell, thanks for being here on Jazz from the Cellar. Next time, you're welcome to join us here live in studio, and you can be part of the taping and catch Wendell at All's Wonderful Stuff. Look for that new record. I'm going to check it out myself. On the way out, those of you who are live or those of you at home, we have Maya's out there in the lobby. We have an opportunity to get the newly minted Angel of Jazz pin. We have a collector's pin numbered each year. It's a $50 donation, and it is a donation, and you get this wonderful pin. Everybody will know you're an angel of jazz supporting the vision of the great Gretchen C Valade. So from the Gretchen C Valade Jazz Center here on the campus of Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, we hope you enjoy Jazz from the Cellar, and we'll see you next time. Join us. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This is great. Pam, you made that sound good. I'm worried about it.